What's up, everybody? It's Justin here. I'm going to go with one of my favorite plays of the week, do a little research on it, show you guys what I look at, what I see that I think makes a good trade from the research side to the actual chart side. So this one is on my Moneymakers board. The ticket symbol is TOBAF. So essentially what TOBAF is a hemp cigarette company. I'm first off just going to go over the chart, the technical indicators I look at, why I think this would be a good swing trade for everyone. The first thing I'm just going to start off. It is an on the OTC market, so this is a penny stock. The first thing I'm going to look at is pretty much I like to look at up here at the RSI. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it overbought? Is it oversold? I also like to look at the patterns. So if you look over here, what does it do? Does it drop below 50? Does it stay above 50? How does this stock usually tend to act? If you look right here, a stock tends to stay high RSI. And when it does drop, it drops to around 50 RSI and shoots back up. So why I think this is a good trade is just looking on this pattern. One of the reasons why I think this is a good trade is because if I look at this pattern right here, it tells me that the last time it dropped to around 50 RSI, it shot back up. So there's this one indicator that I look at essentially is the pattern of the RSI. Is it matching a previous pattern before? And on this one, that would be the answer would be yes. I also look at the moving average. Where is the 20-day moving average at? Is it above it? Is it below it? Did it break it? Does it have momentum? So if you look right here, the 20-day moving average is $2.45. Right now, the stock is sitting at $2.44, so it did dip just below that. But it did pass over the 20-day moving average at some point on Friday. So taking the RSI pattern, taking that it did jump over the 20-day moving average, and with the 50-day moving average pretty close to the 20-day, you can also see that's trading in between the 20-day and the 50-day moving average right here. And the trend seems to be going up. So those are two things that I look at when I try to make a good decision on a good play. I also look at the MACD. So the MACD usually is similar to the RSI, but with the MACD, what you're looking for is you want these lines to cross up. You want them to be vertical or parallel, I guess I should say. And if they're moving upwards, then that's a bullish sign. So right here, you could say that they are moving downwards. There is a little bit downward trend. Looks like it could pull back up, but it hasn't crossed the other MACD level yet. So it is still above, still means it's bullish a little bit, even though it has started to trend down a little bit. So those are three basic signs that I look for, three basic things in a chart that I like to see to make a good trade decision. So now let's go over to the research side of it. So what's cool about TOBAF, and barchart.com is also another great website to look at charts. If you can't find something on stock charts, bar chart's really good. Also TradingView or Thinkorswim as well. With Thinkorswim, it's not working on my laptop right now, so I'm gonna kind of just talk about it a little bit, talk about the research just from Google. I did find this article on Thinkorswim though. I go on my phone real quick. It is the, give me 1 second. It is actually the latest article. Sorry, I just need to sign back in real fast. So the latest article on TAT would be this article right here. So it's showing There's also a lot of news articles that are coming out about this, which means that they're trying to promote it. It means they're not trying to hide anything, it seems like. It means that they're really trying to push this brand and business forward, which is a great sign if you see a lot of news articles or PR come out with an actual product attached to it. When you see a lot of PR that comes out that doesn't actually have an actual product attached to it, and it's just mostly it's just an idea, that can lead to a pump and dump in the OTC markets. It could lead to, in the regular markets, it could also lead to a pump that will quickly get it extinguished. So the things I like to buy, I definitely like to see that they actually have a working product or a product to sell. Or in TSNP Humble's case, they have a beta product that is finalized, that's in testing. So just like to buy things that actually have products, not just ideas. I think that's a good risk to reward thing that you should look out for. So let's take a look at this article right here. It's the most recent article, came out on November 27th. It says TAT launch in Ohio continues with over 3.7 million ad engagements and strong conversion rate on TriTat. Final TAT pack designs revealed featuring BOGO promotion. So look a little further, get a little bit more info on this. They're pleased to announce that the launch of its flagship product TAT continues in Ohio with positive performance of digital marketing initiatives, a sustained production rate of both Beyond Tobacco and TAT, and further growth of interest in TAT from both legal age smokers as well as Ohio-based tobacco retailers. So what's cool about this is that, smoke shops or tobacco retailers, this product can sit right alongside with cigarettes. And with pretty much how everyone's going, that people are trying to eat more healthy, live a more healthy lifestyle. People do like to smoke. People love to smoke. I don't think that's going to go away anytime soon. I think people are going to look at more alternatives to cigarettes. And I think hemp cigarettes are definitely a great alternative that I think people are going to start going towards. And products like this, if this can really take off, this could really disrupt the market and take a big shareholder within, I guess, the hemp CBD market, and especially with people that smoke. So they have that. That's some good news. There's approximately 13 million advertisements have been distributed. There have been over 3.7 million engagements with TAT advertisements in this campaign. They've yielded several thousand confirmed requests for mailed samples of TAT to addresses in the United States. The company in turn intends to upwardly scale digital advertising following its availability in Ohio tobacco retailers in this quarter to build upon its current momentum. The CEO says, we have not seen consumer engagement and traction for a new product like what we've seen for TAT with any other company from whom we've administered online advertising campaigns. So the CEO of their media agency is pretty much giving them praise, saying that we haven't seen this much engagement from one of our media campaigns. It's one of the biggest engagements that they've seen. And I think what's really cool with this is although they were conducted solely in the United States, their media campaign, they detected traffic from more than 90 countries internationally. And what's cool is, CBD is not, and hemp is not cannabis. So this is definitely a product that can go worldwide, that can be sold worldwide to all the countries that hemp is legal in, which is definitely a lot. Another great news about this was old news. This was on Think or Swim. I found this news. Let me find it just 1 second. Let's see. Or actually, let's go here. I'm sorry. Let's go here and go to TOVAF stock news. So this is another great way I like to do this. I like to just literally use Google, go to the news. You can find great articles this way. Okay. Let's go to TAT stock news. All right, so here we go. This one I like. This is definitely an older one, July 13th of 2020. But here, it's pretty much this is kind of what brought this stock ticker back, is that there's a new CEO. They're gun ho on trying to bring this, trying to disrupt the market, trying to bring this product to market and bring it to retailers across the country, if not sell it worldwide. So this is definitely an old piece of news, but it was definitely a catalyst to where they're getting to right now. So it says signs letter of intent to acquire leading U.S. hemp cigarette brand sold in over 1,600 retail locations. So what's cool about this is that they're a company that has their own hemp cigarettes, and what they did was buy another hemp cigarette company. So one, what this does is takes away competition for them, and two, this is a company that's already in 1,600 retail locations. So if you take two of those things, those are great things. You have, not only do they take away competition, but now they've added to 1,600 retail locations under their brand. So this is just kind of some of the things that I look at when I do research. What is the product? Where is the product being sold? How much of the product's being sold? Where is their vision that they're trying to take this company? Definitely look at if they actually have a real product or if it's just all talk. Definitely like to invest in things that have real products. That's just something that I really believe in. I think people can really get hurt on when things are just more hearsay, just talk, just things on a piece of paper. It says, yeah, we have this idea, we want to do this, we want to do that, but you have no idea if that's ever going to come true. And I think that's definitely a gamble that people take when they take that route. So yeah, I have the stock at 244 was the last current price. And this one, I have a stop loss at 210. So let's go over why I have the stop loss at 210. So essentially why I have this stop loss at 210. Sorry, I'm going back to barchart.com. And let's go. Sorry, my computer's being a little bit slow. Cool. All right. Click enter. I want to go. All right, so if I go to this chart right here, I'll just go to full chart, bring it up to the big screen. And then later on when I do these videos, I definitely want to do an actual live video call with everybody. So everybody wants to download Zoom so that I can share, and then we can all hop on a call together and we can all kind of like feed ideas off of each other, bounce off. You guys can ask me questions and kind of figure stuff out all together. So let's go down. So the reason why I have that stop loss is because I don't like to do anything more than 15, 20%. If you do that, I think if you do add a stop loss that's higher than that, you're definitely in it for the long haul. You see a longer vision in the stock. But I think a 15, 20% stop loss is really prime. So you don't lose too much money and you're in a good bounce back to where if the stock does drop 10%, 12%, even 15%, if you do have that 20% stop loss, you won't just get stopped out and not get that bounce back and that bull run that you're looking for. What I do like to do also is I love trailing stop losses. I think that's probably one of the best ways that you guys can take in profit and keep profit. Other ones are definitely great. Stop market, stop limit. I have videos over what each one does and like what's the difference, the benefits. But a trailing stop loss, I think, is the best stop loss in my opinion. So if you take a look here, my stop loss for this stock was 210. So why I chose that was before this last big bull run up here to around 322, it consolidated roughly around between 203 to 213. So it looks like that is a support, one of the last big supports for this stock. If you take a look back here, the last major drop was down to around $2.11. I usually don't like to create my stop loss right at that mark. I think it can potentially have just a little bit down further if it does go, and I've seen things go a little bit further beyond that base and then bounce back. So I like to create a little bit of leeway in the stop loss that I've created for this particular stock. And how I found this was the last one was around 211, 212. So I just went about a penny under to 210. 210 is also below the high of 213 before the stock had its last big bull run. Also, so the percentage of what I created is so 220. So pretty much what my stop loss is set at 9.8% loss if you do hit your stop loss. So if you guys do feel more comfortable, kind of want to create a little bit more of a stop loss, I think another good stop loss option would be 205. Anything below 205, I mean, you could even go down potentially to 201, but I would just feel comfortable maybe just going. I'd feel comfortable with 205 as probably as my most stop loss, and at 205, that creates a 15.9% stop loss. So exactly where, 15, 20%, exactly where I don't want to reach more than that in my stop losses. All right. Well, I hope you guys liked what I had to say. Let me know if you have any questions. And like I said, when I start doing this from now on, I'll try to do a actual live video research presentation so that I can get everybody's feedback and we can all talk about things and bounce ideas off of each other, and I can get live questions going. I did drop my stock picks in the week, my money makers and my JD stock picks channel. So if you want to check that out, it's on my whiteboard. I gave a shout out to another SPAC. You know how much I love SPACs. That one's going to be emerging with Hims and Hers. So essentially, if you want to look that one up, that is a website that males and females can get, prescriptions online. Most notably, males get, testosterone and stuff like that from that website. CEOs claiming that it's going to be a $30 billion company. So definitely a great company in the future that can, take over a market, these online markets of prescribing prescriptions to people. So definitely like that merger. That one is OAC. And I also like the index fund QQQJ. So I just threw out a couple, ones that are more long-term investments for you instead of just more of swing trades. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys soon.